CBSN New York.
We're following breaking news in campaign 2020. Mayor Bill de Blasio has dropped out of the race for the White House. He made the announcement this morning on MSNBC.
So getting out there, being able to hear people's concerns, address them with new ideas, it's been an extraordinary experience. But I have to tell you at the same time, I feel like I've contributed all I can to this primary election. And it's clearly not my time, so I'm going to end my presidential campaign, continue my work as mayor of New York City, and I'm going to keep speaking up for working people.
CBSN New York political reporter Marcia Kramer is here with her insight. We were talking, no big surprise.
It's no big surprise because the handwriting has been on the wall for really a long time. He got 0% in the polls, and most upsetting to him, I think, was a poll this week in New York where he got 0%. So New Yorkers who know him best didn't like his campaign. He also had trouble attracting donors, and that was also a problem because he needed to raise money to go on, and he didn't make the debate last month, and he's not going to make the debate in October.
Now, what were the reasons he gave for quitting?
He said that clearly it wasn't his time, as you heard, but also he said he thought there were two other reasons. One, that he got into the campaign late, and secondly, that it's hard to do two things at the same time, to run the city and run for president. You remember when there was a blackout and he wasn't here, so that was also a black mark against him on the campaign trail and here in New York.
All right, what problems do you see him facing going forward?
I think he has to try to come back and be mayor. He has to deal with the homeless, try to fix the subways, NYCHA. There's a long, long list of things that haven't been done that New Yorkers want him to do.
All right, Marcia, as we know, President Trump went to Twitter very quickly. We have that tweet from the president responding to Mayor de Blasio's exit. Trump tweeted, quote, "Oh no, really big political news, perhaps the biggest story in years. Part-time mayor of New York City, Bill de Blasio, who was polling at a solid 0 but had tremendous room for growth, has dropped out of the presidential race. NYC is devastated. He's coming home." Your reaction, Marcia? It sounds typical, right?
Well, it's typical of Trump, but I also think that he might be tapping into what some people in New York feel, is that they're not that thrilled that he's coming home because they're sort of angry that he went on the campaign trail, sort of ignored their problems and their concerns, and now is coming back. So I think that he has a lot to do to convince New Yorkers that he really cares about doing the job for the next 2+ years, and that he's really committed to being mayor of the city of New York.
So we're going to see him out and about a lot.
Well, I don't know. See, here's the question. You know, will the city council, which has been trying to fill the slack while he's been away, continue because they like that role of power? Will he now have more difficult relationships with the city council and the state legislature in trying to get his agenda passed? I mean, there's all kinds of questions when you're a lame duck and people know that you probably didn't care about the city because you ran for president.
All right, Marcia, I know you need to get on this story. You'll be following it today, the next few days. Thank you so much for being here with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We will have much more on this breaking story throughout the day.